I'm Kayaditi, and this is Quixote Valley Easy, all holes in one. I finally slowed down to get to this course, and it's such a beautiful course. So on one, was able to hit that little plow over there, which I like to try because I'm going to get in the area anyway, and it's a lot safer than trying to go through there. Although it is fun, take the little center path they give you, but why do it at risk? Yeah, I mean, in game, maybe. It does like to bounce out the back some. And the other's going to get you in the area anyway, but it was fun. I have several for 3. Just using the ramp is fun. And so like just doing a straight shot when the fan blade's like 11 o'clock, I think is when you kind of go. But also I find if I just putt there and hit that little second post, it often bounces back pretty nicely. But also can, if you miss that, roll right out the side there. So I'm 4, like what to do. Make it bounce in the window, kind of slowly over the top, hoping to catch it. Heck, just go right out the door. So this one was one of the last ones I got. And when I did get it, you see, it almost missed the board entirely. So much for figuring out a path that I liked best. In game, I'm just going out the window regardless. So 5. A little slow-mo here. When that blade just gets past there, it'll cut through there really nicely. You can also just go up over the green side over there. Alright, 6. As far as the hole-in-one, had to take it behind me to the rock there, and then hope it caught the posts just so. Alright, 7. So yeah, I usually put it a little wide out there, just to give it a little oomph when it comes out the other end. I don't know that it really does anything. It just seems to make it get closer to the hole, maybe. Also, popped it up over the top a couple of times. But in game, I mean, not likely to do that and risk it going out. But it's fun to do. Alright, 8. 8 was one of the tougher ones to land. Getting it up there. It did finally go in. Didn't take a super long time, but you got to hit that kind of flat rock up there to pop it back. Obviously not an in-game move. But I like to do the hole-in-one, so 9 was the last one I got. It just, not because it was necessarily harder, I was just working on 3 of them at the same time. I was so glad when it finally went in. You just got to hit that little grassy bank just so. And 10. Yeah. So I got a couple of those in there, and it's just because you can see there's no like, don't, putt by this leaf or that leaf. It doesn't matter. It has everything to do with just arc and speed, and so it's kind of anybody's guess. That one in game, that was nice. But also, that little spot there, that'll make it come back to the hole practically every time. But with too much speed, it easily just rolls right over the hole. So if you really don't like dealing with the whole wind thing, you can always try that. Similar hole, doing that arch with the wind. Of course, did use that rock there and just pop it up behind it. In game, I'm not going to do that. It just gets around that corner so easily with the wind. But it was fun to do. Alright, 12. This one's reliable in game, just getting it around there. Not necessarily for the hole-in-one every time, but that only happens sometimes. But it does get around pretty nicely. I did go ahead and actually find another way in case people don't like trying that speed. Really, that rock is shaped so nicely. I'm not sure that that's not more reliable as far as being able to just repeat it and get in the area. Why not? Alright, 13. My friend Robin was like, if you hit it here, and then of course, I wasn't even really trying. I was just practicing with my friend Alice, and it was like, oh my god, it just went in. Like, first try there, that's amazing. Of course, when I went back to try to hit it, oh my gosh, it would not get over there as often as it would. So I'm like, well, maybe not as reliable for me. So yeah, I did that second path using that rock, and I was like, I don't know, I think that's more reliable for me. 14, you're, skipping that hill by hitting up towards that rock that's kind of got that flat surface. Works real nicely in game. All right, 15. Yeah, going through the little path they provide does not tend to land a hole-in-one. So I went ahead and skipped for something that would get it down there quicker. I love this. You put it in the slot and check this out. I'm like, really? Absolutely useless. And I had to start over. But of course it will usually get in that area, and every now and then a hole-in-one up for you. Could always go down the stairs for the hole-in-one. Hit right about there, right above that first kind of post on the wall. This one is, I'm just terrible at this in game. Oh my gosh. It's my nemesis. And so there's where I was hitting it. And that does kind of pop it up and back pretty good. I may try that more in practice and see. Because hitting that little rock they give you is like, no, I'll just do this in 2 or 3 things. So you know what? I went back in here and I thought, I'm going to try this again. There is one spot, if you hit it with just the right strength and stuff, it will catch that side over there and come back down. Which I would just love to skip having to putt out towards the wind altogether. But man, it's a risky move. Maybe if I keep working on it. But, I mean, it did eventually land a hole-in-one. So there's that. Ah, 18. I really thought this was going to be a beast. But I went after it for a challenge and got it so much quicker than I expected, honestly. I was very grateful. Seeing as Shangri-La 18 is very similar and definitely not that fast. Oh man, 10 from 9. Love that dunk. Sure, let's get 18 from 9 while we're here. My husband and I were playing, and back to back, like we're practicing together, and did that at the same time. It was hilarious. Which is interesting, because we almost never landed them there, and then to do it simultaneously was bizarre. Alright, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like.